I think the frustrating part for me this week is the constant misunderstanding, mischaracterization, and misrepresentation of just about everything that we've been doing here this week. We're hearing, the gentleperson from the 23rd is talking about fair maps. This bill has nothing to do with fair maps, and I would remind her that the People's Map Commission put together a map, and the governor put together a map, and they voted it down. We put it on the floor. They didn't even want the governor's maps. So they had a chance to take care of that. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about here, nor does it have anything to do with WEC. That's what we're talking about. The WEC doesn't draw maps or manage maps or look at maps in any shape or form. So it is a little bit frustrating, Mr. Speaker, but this is a good bill. This seems to me that anybody who wants to make sure, and again, to the gentlewoman from the 78th, if you find all of those complaints and those errors and you find them without merit, then that is exactly what the process should be like. I think she's also missing the gentleman from the 63rd's first original comments. This has nothing to do with contesting the presidential election, and yet they keep going back to that. This has to do with 18 different areas of improvement in just administering our elections that the independent and nonpartisan Audit Bureau came up with, and we are simply codifying those. It doesn't sound to me like the gentlewoman from the 78th either didn't attend, I don't remember seeing her in the audit hearing, or simply didn't read the 168-page document. But these do nothing to reduce people's ability to be heard and to be respected. What 936 does is this simply comes from the Legislative Audit Bureau report that addressed post-election concerns that were in need of clarification and correction. What this bill essentially does is it instructs that the WEC resolve each complaint, either good, bad, or indifferent, within 60 days of receiving it. It requires that a copy of each complaint be given to the representative of the district where the violation occurred. And again, I will tell you, Mr. Speaker, I've got a document right here that I got just an hour ago or so. It's a 13-page document from the Secretary of the Department of Revenue where we required them to give us some oversight. It's our job, it's our duty to give oversight. They're attempting to promulgate a whole bunch of rules, and we get the chance to take a look at that. And so why we wouldn't want to have that same opportunity of oversight is beyond me. I don't know why we would just unilaterally give that to an unelected bureaucrat, but the gentleman from the 78th seems to think that that's fine. I think we do have the right and responsibility to see those reports of violations and to have some understanding of what's going on. It requires that they give us an annual report. Again, these are not our findings. These are simply that of the Legislative Audit Bureau, that they provide, that the WEC gives us an annual report, not monthly or quarterly, an annual report that includes the number of formal complaints, not hearsay, number of formal complaints, investigations, and informal reports. And it outlines the rules for post-election audits of the electronic voting system, and it allows the LAB to analyze those audits. So that's simply what it does. It's an administrative piece, and I would think we all should be voting green.